Welcome, everybody. It's Monday again. Thank you for tuning in to Candid Conversations. I am your host, the laid back, down to earth life coach, Aisha Isreal. And
we are the hosts of Candid Conversations.
Hi, I'm Saucy Sunny.
Dawn B.
Aisha Isreal.
Welcome to Candid Conversations.
Girl talk.
Girl talk.
Girl talk.
All girl talk.
Ready for Candid Conversations.
We are ready to get started.
Are you?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Candid Conversations. It is Monday again. And I had a wonderful weekend. I hope you did too. I'm noticing I have my suitcase still in my shot. Let me move my suitcase out. I just got back from sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, where I had a blast. I was out there celebrating my cousin's 45th birthday. And so she did not give me permission to show her pictures, but let me tell you, she did that. You can go to my Facebook page if you want to see some of her pictures, but she looked fabulous. The trip was amazing. She turned 45 and I think she had about 45 people there. So we had a blast. But during the time that we were there, we got some devastating news that rapper DMX passed away. So I did not know that he had a heart attack the week before, but apparently my cousin was in love with him all by herself. And she was saying she couldn't understand why nobody called to check on her. And I didn't even know that he had been in the hospital. So we got that sad news. And so I just want to say my condolences to his family and may he rest in peace. Yeah, so that's hard for a lot of us who kind of grew up with that music. But talking about death, I also missed my book club meeting yesterday. And the book that we read was Life After Death by Sister Soldier. I don't know if you are a Sister Soldier fan, but I read The Coldest Winter Ever and got hooked ever since that. And then I read Midnight, and which was something, but this Life After Death book, I need somebody to talk to about this because it is, I don't even know how to describe it. My only word right now is strange. It's a lot going on. But anyway, if you have a comment about that, you can always put that in the comments. So as you know, if you have rocked with us this season, you know that we have been spending a lot of time highlighting boss chicks. And so we did that kind of just to celebrate Women's History Month. However, we have such a long list of boss chicks, we couldn't just stop with March. So this is April. Last week we had DJ Tillman with the Teen Talk. This week we have a young lady who I met her when she was my boss. She hired me as, what was my position back then? Master teacher. And she encouraged me to become a director. And so I spent about 10 years being a director, but she went on to be a professor at Tennessee State University, as well as a program director, I believe. But I'm going to let her tell you all about that. And hold tight, because next up is Boss Chick, Dr. Kimberly Smith. Hey, Kim. I'm sorry, Dr. Kimberly Smith. I'm so sorry.
that's fine.
Well, I know you earn those doctorate degrees. You need to put doctor in front of it. So yes, Dr. Kimberly Smith. How are you today?
I am doing well. How are you, Aisha?
I'm great. Like I said, I just spent a lot of time in the sun. When I say sun, I mean hot sun, 90 degrees every day. I don't know, maybe 70 at night. I was loving it.
Perfect.
Yeah, right? I know, right? I'm back here and it's cool. It's not raining today.
I saw some of your pictures actually on, I guess it's probably Instagram.
Instagram is where I put most of my pictures.
Yeah. So I have been watching.
Oh, yes.
watching
yes.
the fun times.
Yes, we had a blast. But we're here to talk about you. So, Miss Boss Chick, Dr. Kimberly Smith, tell me about your 20 years in education and how you got to be an author.
I started off, I'm from Chicago. I'm in Nashville now, but I'm from Chicago. Of course, I heard you mention, we used to work together, but you know what, guys? I used to work retail because I love shopping. I love fashion. And a friend of mine was working at a daycare on 45th and Wabash, and it paid like 25 cents more an hour than the Gap at the time.
Okay.
Just going for it.
Okay.
And anyhow, took the job as a part-time assistant teacher and loved it. Now, at the time, I was a psychology major at Chicago State.
Okay.
I changed my major, and the rest is history. So, like, I've worn every hat from assistant teacher, lead teacher, center director. Once I moved to Nashville, it was more administrative roles, but I was a literacy coach. And then I worked with Child Care Resource and Referral. Tennessee has a 3-star quality program. And so we work with providers to prepare them for their assessment visits.
Nice. Okay. All right. So I wanted to know, in your own words, what makes you a boss chick?
Well, I'm an author. Let's start there.
Let's start there. Yes. Because that's not a lot of people can say that. So that's,
a first-time author. So let's start there. I have had a successful 20 years. I could have gone on and on and on about all the hats I've worn. I've had a successful career. I've had multiple degrees. It's funny because they were all in education, and I had a boss who was the queen boss chick. And she came to me after earning my doctorate, and she said, "Dr. Kim, have you ever thought about getting your MBA?" And I'm like, absolutely not. Our MBA together about 2 years ago, so I have that now. I'm a boss chick because I am a proud mom. I have a son who will be graduating Hampton University. So I'm proud of that and tooting my horn for that.
Yes. No, that's exciting.
I think most importantly, what makes me a boss chick is to share the shine. I know the book is You Were Designed to Shine, but I enjoy mentoring, whether it's students or those that I've worked with, and encouraging them to move on and shine bright. And I think that's what makes me and anybody, myself included. You have this platform and you're bringing others on to shine. I think that's what makes us the most bossed up.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, I appreciate you sharing that. So let's talk about the book itself. What inspired you to write this book?
I've always, I have a passion for children, but especially an affinity for young girls. And I've always thought about the importance of healthy self-esteem, and being okay with who you are. And I think that, this day and age, especially with social media, is so easy. Back when we were younger, we had to watch a movie or see a magazine, right? Be impressed, right? Now it's a click of a finger on your telephone. And so I think it's very important to teach young girls, especially, to be who you are. You don't have to look like the rest. You don't have to act like the rest. You don't have to do what the rest do. It's whatever you have an interest in. And so that's where it was really inspired by, being unique. And then just taking my childcare background, a lot of times, and I see this in teaching, a lot of first and second year students, and they don't know what their majors are, and they're in college, or they're majoring in something because their parents wanted them to go to college.
True.
Or their parents wanted them to become this or that. And I'm thinking, I don't care what it is you like to do. There is a profession that will align with that. It's something you can do that can make money and that can make you happy. Or the saying, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And so this whole concept behind it is all children, but in particular young girls. Be you, be okay with that, and embrace what you love and go for it.
Absolutely. So now I was going to ask the concept behind the book. So I know you said it's to embrace uniqueness. Is there anything that you want them to pick up from reading the book in addition to celebrating their uniqueness? Like, what else is in the book?
So celebrating their uniqueness, but then also I wanted to introduce them to new professions. So we have a scientist in the book. We have an executive chef in the book. But just things like that. And then we have a glossary in the back, a glossary of professions, and then a glossary of terms. So I intentionally used
Okay.
bigger vocabulary because I wanted to expand their vocabulary. So I am a firm believer in if you give them the words to use, children will use those words.
I agree. And so what is the age range that's targeted with this book?
It's targeted 5 to 10. I spoke with a group of fourth graders today, and they loved the book. They had thousands of questions for me. So that might be my ideal niche.
Okay.
To fifth grade, but about
All right.
5 to 10, ideally.
Okay. So young as well as middle elementary.
Yeah.
Can get from this.
Well, I don't know. My sister read it, and she's like, "You inspire me." Like, yeah, I can be what I want to be. So it may be for adults too. Who knows?
Adults that like pictures and bright colors.
Yeah, I can
funny.
shine.
Absolutely. So because we talked before when I was working on my book, and I self-published my book. Did you self-publish, or how did you go about publishing your book?
So I did go with a publishing company, but I do own all rights to the book, illustrations, etc.
Okay, good for you.
Because it kind of gave me a larger platform as far as getting the book out there.
Yeah, understood. Let's see. What are my other questions? Oh, well, most importantly, where can people get the book?
The book, you can get the book on Amazon.com as well as Barnes and Noble.
Okay.
And the ebooks will actually be out in a few weeks, as well as a website. But for right now, Amazon and Barnes and Nobles.
Okay. And what is the title of the book? I'm getting ready to write it in the comments so people can search it.
The book is You Were Designed to Shine.
Okay. You Were Designed to Shine. And is there anything else that you want to leave the viewers with that I didn't ask you, but you want to make sure that they know?
Just that everybody is designed to shine. I think for the adults who are listening, I think it's very important to support your children as they're growing up and can't figure it out. My son, everything from bowling, to playing baseball, to track, to fashion shows, and he played the saxophone for 6 months, and it can get a little irritating for parents. But I think it's important for them to try these things out to find their niche.
Yes.
Our role as the adults in their lives to support whatever their interests are until they find their niche.
Absolutely. Well, I thank you for coming on. I wish you all the best with your book. I am just astounded by all that you've done since we've, gone in different directions. I stayed in Chicago. You went to Tennessee, but man, you have accomplished so much. So kudos to you. Congratulations on your new book. And I look forward to getting my copy. And I'm going to invite you to stay for Girl Talk. We have Girl Talk later in the show where we just go through relationship questions. And I offer the invitation to everyone that comes on the show. So would you like to stay?
I would love to stay, but unfortunately today I can't. Can I get a rain check?
Absolutely.
I would love to come back and do that with you.
Okay. I can at least put you down to come back for like a guest host.
Yes.
And make sure you can get that in.
Definitely.
Okay. And you have to remember to bring your glass of wine.
Most definitely. I can do that.
Okay, so next up, everybody, I know you're waiting for the tea this weekend. Next up, we have Imani with Shy Tea.
Trapping.
Hello, Imani. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I learned I have to mute your segment because you be jamming to your intro.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. All right, so let's get into it. Are you ready to get started with your tea?
Yes,
All
I
right.
got a lot of tea. Well, a
You
few
got
bit
it.
of tea.
Okay.
So I first want to talk about Usher. I think everybody know who Usher is. Let It
Yes.
Burn. Um, what is it? The Confessions. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
yeah, my
I
mom, my
mean, I
mom
know.
grew up playing him. I know a little bit about Usher, a lot about Usher. Well, supposedly he got caught throwing fake money at the strip club.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. And the bills had his face on them.
What?
Yeah, they have his face on them called Usher Bucks. And I don't know if he was trying to be funny. I don't know what it is, but I don't think you should be throwing that fake money at the strip club. Like the strippers strip for a reason. They need real money. Like you can't go and exchange Usher Bucks for anything.
I was gonna say
Um,
he didn't even have them exchanging for real money, like at the end of the night.
Nothing. I don't even think
That's
that they
sad.
knew at first that they were fake. They probably didn't know until the end of the night. But I just think that's like really cheap
Yeah.
and bogus. Like, are you broke? If you broke, you shouldn't be going to the strip club. Like, you're Usher. You're Usher. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that. And yeah, I
Right.
don't know. That's just disgusting to me that he even did that. Maybe he thought he wasn't gonna get caught. Or
Maybe he
maybe
thought it was funny. I don't.
maybe
Yeah, I don't. Has
he
he
thought
said
it
it?
was funny.
Has he said anything about it?
No, he hasn't said anything about it yet. But
Mm.
he's trolling all over Facebook, Instagram, everything for these Usher bucks.
Mm.
Like I said, I think it's some broke behavior. Maybe he
Yeah.
broke,
Maybe.
or
I
maybe he
don't
thought it
know.
was a joke. But it's not funny to me.
I hear you.
And next I want to talk about Lil Herb and Ari and Tiana. So Lil Herb is the rapper from Chicago, and everybody knows that Ari is his baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
It was their son, Yoshan's second birthday party. They threw him it was like a ghetto themed birthday party. They had fake 40s everywhere and stuff, which was
Oh wow!
yes, they had fake 40s at the baby birthday party. Like,
For the children?
yeah, it was themed real ghetto. Like, yes, for the children,
Oh,
fake 40s, but it was apple juice inside of it. But that's
I'm
just not
sure.
kid appropriate.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
odd.
going to talk about Herb's new girlfriend, Tiana, who is also pregnant by Herb. Who's pregnant by Herb right now. So this would be Herb's second baby, and she's having a boy, so second son.
Mm.
She's also Fabulous's stepdaughter.
Oh, okay.
So at first, her and Ari had a lot of beef. Like Ari used to say she didn't want Tiana holding Yoshan, and that Yoshan didn't like her. That's the baby or whatever. And it was just like a lot of bitter baby mom drama. But I guess at the birthday party, Ari put her feelings to the side and was being a bigger person. Or it was probably that she was drunk because you could see she got a cup in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that she was just drunk, but she put her pride to the side and everything was just cool with Tiana, which I thought that was good because at some point in time, you got to let the hurt go. But most people don't know that Herb got with Tiana from Chino Ari.
Oh.
Yeah, so Ari did have a reason to be bitter and,
Oh,
and
okay. So that's drama.
Yeah.
But you're saying they healed the drama.
Or
at least it looked like it.
It looked like it.
Okay.
Like I said, she could just be drunk. You got a cup on her hand. When you feel drunk, you like,
oh Lord. Okay.
Forgiving. Everything's my son's birthday party. They finna be brothers anyway. Like, you bad 6 months pregnant. Like,
Lord have mercy. Okay.
Yeah. That's the tea for this week.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Oh no. It's a crazy wig going around on Facebook.
You're so crazy. And I know you about your wigs.
I am like a wig fanatic. First off, it's giving me very much Donald Trump vibes, Michael Myers vibes, Jason vibes. Like, I don't know if this was like a joke, but it's going around on Facebook, and I just had to let y'all see this bogus wig.
I have not seen this. That's funny.
I don't even, it's real bad. But it looked like, I don't even think Donald Trump wig that bad.
I don't know.
His a little bit better than that.
So you saying you're not gonna invest in that wig? All right. Let's introduce the rest of the panel. Are you ready? All right. First up, we have Sunny from sunny California. How are you, sis?
I am
Happy-
great. Guys.
Good. Happy Monday. And we have Dawn B. Hey, all the way from the south side of Chicago and around the corner from me. Oh, wait. I can't hear your theme music. You're muted.
Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. I was just doing emotions anyway. Like, word. What's up, sisters? What's up?
What's up? All right. So Imani just moved. I don't know if you heard. And so she's got to go take care of some stuff with the landlord. And I didn't get a chance to grab a real bottle of wine. So I grabbed this real quick. And now I can't open it. But anyway, how are you, ladies? Look, I'm like, I can't open. I might just be
my light.
Oh, no wine. You said what?
My light. Got to get my light.
I need something to grab this with. I'm not. Obviously.
Woo.
I need my husband here, I guess. Oh, there it goes. What's wrong?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, did y'all know I had surgery? Back surgery?
Wow, no. What happened? Why'd you have to have surgery?
I got a busted back, so I was trying something new, like getting
That
it
sounds
fixed.
painful. Getting
Oh
it
my
fixed.
God. Are you kidding me? It was last Saturday. So I am 9 days post-op.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm back to life. Look at this.
All right,
I've been crying.
you look good.
It's been thank you. See my puppy
okay.
eyes. Candid Conversations, girl.
Okay. Well, are you ready, or can you have one, or I don't know what the situation is.
Oh, my sons have something to ask you because I'm gonna wait till they come later about that glass. No, I'm on. I can't have liquor.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was just checking. Okay, they didn't break the glass, did they? What you say?
I'm on that narcotic now, anime now.
Okay, so we got to be real careful. Yeah, but I don't remember the exact line.
Okay, never mind.
Sorry. Okay, so we're getting ready to get into girl talk. For those of you who are just joining us, these are the rules. So we have a panel of ladies who have experience in relationships. I don't know if we want to call ourselves experts, but we have a lot of experience and a lot of information to share. So, all right. So what we have the opportunity to do is to choose a question, a scenario, or a meme. And the person whose turn it is has the first opportunity to answer or address the question or scenario uninterrupted before the rest of us chime in. Are we ready to get started?
Yes.
I feel like we should have some music to start that, don't you? Or something that explains the rules. I'm thinking. Okay, anyway, Sunny, you are up first. What would you like to start with?
Let's go with a question.
A question. All right. Now I feel like spin the wheel. You ready? All right. So do this so people can see you. All right. Why are women so quick to reject a man that lives with his mother, but quick to accept a man who lives with his wife? You're already laughing. I haven't finished reading it. I saw this on Facebook and it didn't look so hot. So I was like, well, let me put that in a cute little heart with the rest of our questions. This wasn't something somebody submitted. I just saw this on Facebook.
Oh, okay. So, given American culture, because my husband's Egyptian, this ain't working. Take it out. For his culture, it would be more acceptable for you to still be at home because they teach community, stay at home, make your money, save it up. Even when you get married back in Egypt, they actually will build another level on top of the existing home. So they have flat top homes.
Okay.
But our culture would be, if you're still at home with your mama, something ain't right.
Beat it.
So I'm conflicted with my kids, but we reject them because if you stayed at home with your mama, what have you done for yourself? What do you have to show? You got nothing if you're still at home, because most of us want to leave home. We want to spread our wings. We want to experience life. I don't want a mama's boy that hasn't experienced nothing. That's still, no.
I got you.
So
Okay.
it's going to depend on that culture. And for my kids, it's going to be a little bit, my daughter, conflicting, because it depends. Is he Egyptian and he's still at home? Or is he Americanized and he's still at home? What's the reason he's still at home? Does he have a bank account and a house waiting for when he gets married? What's the deal here?
Okay. So it's conditional.
It's conditional. And the married wife thing, I mean, because you always hear, oh, I'm still living at home with the wife, but I plan to get a divorce. We're just staying together until we get divorced. And I've heard that before, prior to marriage, dating someone that said, oh yeah, we're separated, but we still live in the same house. It doesn't sound right.
I hear you. Dawn, did you want to chime in? Okay. So I was going to say something.
Sound good, but no.
So I think with what she's saying, I think it depends on who all is involved. I mean, so many questions. So now when I first started working for Chicago Public Schools, I worked with another teacher who was dating a guy at the time who was living at home, but he had like a lot of money saved up. And so when they got married, he bought a house, like almost outright. Like I don't even think they're still paying on the house because he had that much money saved up. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, well, he was living there, and I guess he wasn't a hoe. I mean, I guess he wasn't, you know what I mean? I don't know what he was doing. I don't think he was. He was planning on, having a family. And so for me, that's admirable. I don't think I've ever dated a man that still lived at home, though. So I've never been faced with that dilemma to begin with. But when she told me that, yeah, my first reaction was like, he lives at home. But then she told me he had like, $100,000 saved up or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, not bad. And that was even years before they got married. What did you say, Sonny?
Ramon lived at home. But that's the tradition. His sisters lived at home too. Nobody could leave home till they got married.
They couldn't? So if he moved out, it would have been a problem?
They might have let him because it's, he's the male son. But for the two girls, my two sister-in-laws, it was y'all are staying here until you get married. It was raised into them. Traditionally.
But to go into that heart, what you just said, why women quick to accept, because some women are just trifling. They want what's already established.
Oh, you're talking about the second half of that question.
Yeah. That why are they quick to accept? They don't want you at home, but they're quick to accept when you living with your wife at her home, at their home. Because some women are trifling, and some women want the as what did one chick say? No strings attached, like. What did she say? Carla say this because they're going back home. It's a ready-made relationship. Like, it's no drama. So she prefers men that are married.
I don't see how that's no drama, though. I mean, once the wife finds out, it's going to be some drama.
Wife don't find out. She gets to have the fun as a side chick, and he goes home to the wife.
Until the wife finds out. I don't understand why people think the wife is not going to find out or why she doesn't know. Like, she's going to feel something. Even if she doesn't know who you are. I haven't met a wife that got cheated on that didn't know something. Didn't have an inkling, didn't have a, suspicion, something. I've not met one that was 100% clueless. Now, did they maybe ignore some signs? Sure, but that was a choice. I think you're fooling yourself if you think that you're messing around with a married man and the wife don't know something. I just don't. I haven't seen that. All right.
Moving right along.
Well, right. There are some people that don't care. I think it's dangerous, but yeah, I'm with you. You're right. Yeah. Okay, Dawn.
Question. What was that? A scenario?
That was a question, but I got a lot of questions. I told you. You said scenario?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't get a chance to upload that one I was typing in, but okay. What does it say? This month is our anniversary. Have I read this one before? I don't think so. Okay. This month is our anniversary. We have been living together for 3 years, and I don't think he has been faithful for any of them. He doesn't physically cheat. He cheats by telling women on social media he is single and reaching out to them all the time. I don't want to sell myself short by putting up with this. Should I leave?
Seriously, sis? Yeah. She thinks he hasn't been faithful for any of the 3 years they are together.
That's a long time.
He does physically cheat. Stop it. And why are you even, in my opinion, like, I don't celebrate anniversaries with boyfriends. It's not our anniversary. And it's my anniversary of you being my boyfriend. So that's one, in my opinion. 2, I don't think he has been faithful for any of, straight up, really, 3 whole years? And you still talking about it's our anniversary? Like, you celebrate. Like, that's nuts to me. He cheats by telling women on social media that he is single and reaching out to them all the time. Then he's physically cheating. And if you don't want to sell yourself short by putting up with this, you have. And should you leave? Yes. Because you're selling yourself short. And if you don't want to do that, then you need to stop, because you've been doing it.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement with that one. Yeah, I'm baffled by the 3 years, because what are your standards for a relationship? Why would you stay with somebody who you think is cheating and has been cheating for 3 years? Yeah, I don't know how they got to 3 years. I don't know what else he's doing that's causing her to overlook the cheating or to accept the cheating.
Might be banging his back out.
He might, but he's not the only guy who can, I'm sure.
She need to be reaching out to on social media.
Follow his lead. Follow his lead.
What's good for the goose is good. What's the thing?
What's good for the goose is good for the gander. But she's saying, I don't want to sell myself short. So yes, she already has sold herself short because she has accepted this behavior. For me, that's pretty cut and dry, unless there are other questions that go along with that. Should I leave? The question is, should I leave? The answer is yes.
Hi. Yep. Hi. See.
In all those languages. Yeah. Sonny, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Besides, no, I don't, because I might have to. No, I hurt her feelings. No, let's keep going.
Okay, cool. All right, so you did a question, you did a scenario. I'm going to do a question. All right. Do children deserve apologies and explanations from parents? Sure, why not? They're people. I think deserve is an interesting word that's in there, but yeah, I mean, you want them to understand why something has happened. I don't know if it's like in lieu of punishment or anything like that. They just said, do they deserve apologies and explanations? But yes, if I misspeak, you know what I mean? If I say something incorrectly, or I put my children in a uncomfortable situation because of something that I did or said, of course I'm going to apologize. I love them and I want them to know that I feel bad that I did that. So, I mean, I'm not groveling, but I apologize.
Yeah.
What about you to your kids?
I think kids do deserve an apology, just so that, I mean, yeah, they little people. They just smaller versions of us. And if you wrong a child, don't say, if you a kid, you'll get over it. They won't know how to get over it if you don't explain to them. And like, right. I mean, I have a 5 and a 7-year-old. I say it every show, like, but I fight with the 7-year-old sometimes. Like, what is that feedback? Is that me?
Yeah, I heard it, but I don't know where it's coming from.
Sometimes I just don't get along with him, like
the 7-year-old.
And I'm just like, so I remember one time, like he wants to. I give them the liberty of the freedom of picking their own clothes and whatever. So this particular time, he didn't want to wear this jacket that I had just purchased. Whatever. because I bought it too small, but he felt like it was just right, but I needed to exchange it. So here, wear this one right now until I exchange it on the way to school. Threw it down on the floor. Threw it on the floor.
Oh man.
And before I knew it, he was next to the jacket on the floor. Because, and I just like, oh my God, I got so mad. Like, why do you think that is so disrespectful? Like,
that is disrespectful.
I paid hard-earned money. Like, you learn how to express yourself, especially to your mother. Just period. We went through this whole thing, and then I felt bad that he didn't know his book bag was, so he went to school without a jacket and without a book bag. This was like a few months ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was cold.
God, it was
so cold.
He was chilling, and when I walked in there, I said, "Listen, he doesn't have anything based on what just happened this morning. He was like, we understand. Like, we got pencils here." So, but I did go to his book bag, right? Because he was at school and he was still kind of mopey. Like, I asked him to come to the office, and he was just like, "You just threw me away like a piece of junk." And I was like,
"Oh no, he said that."
He said that.
Oh wow.
So, at that point, he deserved an apology. Then I explained. I did apologize. It was intense. It was rough. And I was just like, "I'm sorry. I don't want to be like that." And it was almost the same kind of reaction you had to wearing that jacket. I reacted the same way you did. And if I wasn't happy the way you reacted, I should not have.
So apologizing to them also teaches them how to communicate with other people, especially when they see that emotions, are running high. So if they see that someone is hurt, even if they didn't intend to hurt them, that an apology is an appropriate response. Because I deal with that all the time in preschool with children who they refuse to say sorry. They do so many things, but what we base our explanation on is, do you see how that child reacted? You know what I mean? How do you think they feel? Because they have to be taught about these things. They have to acknowledge they're so egocentric at that at that time in their lives that, the world revolves around them. They're not necessarily thinking about how other people are feeling unless you point it out. The modeling of the appropriate behavior, I think that's also part of why we apologize. Plus, I just like peace, mending relationships. All right, cool. That was my question. Mm-hmm. We're going through these pretty fast with 3 people. Okay.
Hold on. Come here. Miss Aisha. Ethan has a question for you about that glass. What do you want to say?
I broke the glass.
You broke it? Oh no, how did that happen?
Now it's swinging monkey around and it hit it.
That was a very special glass.
And now what are you going to do?
What did he say?
Again, louder.
I get another one using my money.
Oh, you know what? I am going to put you in direct connection with the creator of the glass, because it's a custom glass. And I think that if you use that voice, you might get a major discount.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you can. Yes.
I'll have you speak to Miss Aisha personally, jumping around down here.
Oh,
okay.
Well, that's nice of you to offer to replace it. That's the one that's 7?
You.
No. How old are you?
5.
Okay. He has such a cute little voice. All right. Yeah. He might be able to work a discount out if you ask just like that.
Okay. Bye-bye.
By the way, our glasses are made by My Glass Has Class creator Madge Matthews.
Oh my God. I heard it too. I was upstairs like, I thought it was
heard it, bro.
Said, please be a mirror, anything, not my custom made. Okay.
Not your custom made glass. All right. Aw.
It was someplace where it anyway, he shouldn't have been over there.
Oh, okay. It should have never happened. All right. I'm sorry. Sunny, is it your turn?
Yep.
Yeah, because I just did that one. Okay. All right, Sunny, what would you like?
I'm gonna do a question.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Okay. Will you get in the back seat for your man's mom?
Absolutely.
Okay, that was easy.
I love my mother-in-law. She's not doing it but to take my place. But in that respect, in the almost 20 years or 20 years of us being together, she's never asked me to take the back seat. She's always said, no, you sit in the front. If anything, it's my father-in-law who sits in the front because the men talk to each other and we sit in the back and we talk.
Mm-hmm.
But I would, because I love her and she wouldn't be doing it to be disrespectful. Now we know there's some trifling moms out there who forget that they were once in our shoes, and they should let their sons grow up and show some. I mean, unless they have a trifling girlfriend or wife, they should show some respect because this is who their son picked, and don't try to do that. Don't try to say, I want the front seat, put her to the back. No. You're supposed to let them two join together. You move to the side, let your baby grow up. So
Your turn, Dawn.
What you think, Dawn?
Well, in my situation, I think I always offered, like, it just feels like it's a sign of respect, just because I respect my elders. It's like, I don't know. It was always like, hey, you can get in the front seat of my car with my husband. But it's like, it was actually no major because I wasn't ever fighting this woman to prove my love. So
I think it depends on the situation. Let me say, because I did get mad at my mother-in-law. I think it depends on if I offer the seat or if you take it. So
yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It was not offered. So I had a whole conversation with my husband because I'm like, what is the assumption that you just hop in the front seat? It's our car. So I don't have a problem offering her the front seat. Like, I love her, no problem there. But to just assume that you belong there, we need to have a discussion. I never, like, even just growing up with my parents, like, my dad drove, my mom sat in the passenger seat, and my dad explained to me that was her seat. Now, if somebody else sits there, my mom has to give up that seat, not somebody else taking it. So it's not that big of a deal. Nobody's losing sleep over it at night. But I was like, why did that happen? Why, I would like to offer that seat as opposed to you just hopping in and you like get in the back. Wait a minute. Like, whoa, So if I don't have a problem offering it, but I do have an issue if you just take it and don't respect my position.
Yeah, do I pick her up? Do we pick her up every day? Like, get your ass in the back. Like, I don't know how to convey like the importance or the fairness or the power of the front seat. Like, what is it? I don't
know. My dad always called it the co-pilot. But he also was in the Air Force. So maybe that was just, I don't know. And then I did get to ride in the front seat when we went on road trips because my dad fired my mom as the navigator, the co-pilot. Let her get up here because you should have told me, 10 miles back to make this turn, or I don't know, whatever. It was funny to me.
Yeah, that's happened to me too. But you know what? Dealing with so I wasn't necessarily dating this guy. Okay, so I was with this dude. How do I say that? Me and my girlfriends were going out with the guy that was a mutual friend, but then I kind of started messing around with him. So then the next time he picked us up, and if she was in the front, like, she would get out and let me get in the front seat. I know my story. But so she was like, come on, get in the front seat. Like, now you got to ride in the front seat. You started dating him. So now even though we were the same amount of time of friends, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I think
But
it was like that in high school and college too. Like the couples that were dating, like they sat on the same row in the car. So whoever's car it was, his girl rode in the front seat, his guy rode in the back next to his girl.
Yeah, but it wasn't even, that wasn't my guy. Like, it was just like, it was almost a secret.
If she
like,
knew.
you gonna bust me out by getting out the front and getting in the back. Right in the front. You trying to cover this up. What are you doing?
That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, so I mean that's my take on it. I haven't really, I mean, it hasn't been a major issue. I think it happened one time. So it's not like there's a war going on or anything about the front seat. But.
No war. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Dawn, it's your turn. Right?
I was Jonah. Yes. Do I look like the Blair Witch Project? Okay. Let me.
About to do a seance.
I know I'm about to put a spell on. Okay. Anyway, I did a scenario. Let me do a question.
A question.
Question. Girl, tell the truth. No, I have a problem. No,
If your man told you to stop ordering things from Amazon, would you?
I would from Amazon. I just would order from Amazon Prime.
That's funny.
No, this actually happened, and I stopped ordering on his account for real. Like I put my debit card on. I put my credit up.
Mm.
Okay.
Well, we have one Amazon account here, and it's like it's a lot of methods of payment. So
right,
if one we never really exhaust any, but yeah, he did. Well, before I went to Phoenix, he was like, you don't need to buy anything else for this trip. And I'm like, I didn't, but that stayed in my car for a long time. I think it's still on here. I'm like, you sure? Okay, the Phoenix trip is over. How about for the next trip?
For the next trip. Yeah,
I mean,
like if I change the method of payment, then I'm gonna keep ordering.
She said, not if I use my own money. What is your own money? If you're married, so
you know,
do you mean the money you earn, the money you bring into the home?
Yeah.
We have, yeah. I'm trying to think of how to. I hear you, Jessica, but no, because I don't want him just spending money all willy-nilly, even if he earned it. So I'm not going to do that. So I just consider that mutual respect.
My own credit card, my credit card is different. My credit card,
no, it's all the same in this house.
My credit card,
it's all the same in this house. I'm saying, okay, that's your house. In my house, it's all the same. So yeah, we both have cards in our names, our individual names, but multiple big purchases. I just feel like no.
But I'm saying, if I'm using my credit card, I'm not taking out of the account. This is my credit card that I have earned. I got a credit increase. Now I got to figure out, is my credit is not his.
But are you talking about right now or when you were married?
When I was married, I was using my credit card. If I use my credit card, then you can STFU.
Really?
But
still has
money out the
bank. Why though? Why? So how do you think that made him feel? Huh?
I don't need his permission to get a pair of jeans. That's nuts. I'm not gonna go buy a damn refrigerator. But if I want something for me, I'm like, I don't need his permission to get my hair done, my nails done. If I need a new lip gloss, I'm buying that shit.
Right.
I'm not saying
I totally, yeah. Well, I totally don't like the word permission. even in a marriage. So I hear you there. And no, I'm not saying that I need permission to do anything. I'm just saying, out of respect, I do kind of just watch my spending. You know what I mean? I don't want him to think that I'm careless with my spending at all, or disrespectful of anything that's going on in our home.
If I use
I
my
didn't say
credit
you
card,
were.
no, I'm saying that's not, in my opinion, that's not being.
No, what's disrespectful is
okay.
the SPFU. That's what I'm saying.
But the question, if he said,
because if you say that to me, we got a problem.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Sonny. What'd you say? Say it again.
I said the question is, if he tells you to stop buying off of Amazon, are you going to say, well, it's my credit card, I'm going to still buy on Amazon? Or are you going to buy Target?
I'm okay, because it happened. And I was like, damn. Yeah. I'm like, okay, can we get it? Like, do we absolutely need, and we are here. Like, I had to go and state my case, and then I could do it. But it was I had to get permission. It was period. Like, for lack of better words, the definition of permission is basically asking and getting approved. So
yeah,
for him to say,
I mean, I hear that.
Don't do it, I still have to get permission now.
But it's more, but okay, get permission. But it's more of having a conversation and getting understanding. I feel like if it was something that I really needed, then we would have had a conversation. But it was just more clothes, and I did have enough. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
no big deal to me.
Right. I'm just.
But
saying.
Now, if I didn't have like the shoes that I needed for the outfit that I bought, then I have to say, I gotta get these shoes because otherwise I'm gonna be barefoot at the dinner. You know what I mean? Something like that. But I gotta get these shoes, and and then I have to find. Well, he's pretty good with quality. Like, he wouldn't have me getting anything from Walmart or nothing like that. So, but then I haven't bought shoes from Amazon. So I'm even saying shoes. Are you okay over there?
No, girl, the decision. I had to stand up for a minute.
Okay. Was that your question?
Yeah, that was my question. I'm with you, Jessica. Not if I use my own money. I stand by that.
Yes. All right. So that means it's my turn. Okay, I'll do a scenario. Oh, I said I didn't get to load the scenario that we got this evening. Okay, well, I'll do a question. Let's see. They're so tiny. What? If a man is dating a woman with kids, is he wrong for going to her house with dinner just for two? Is he obligated to feed her kids as well? I don't think he's obligated, but it would be a nice gesture, especially if you want to stay with that woman. What'd you say? I just feel like if you're dating somebody and you're trying to impress, it would be a good idea to come with food for the kids. Now, how many kids does she have? If that's an issue for you, then why are you dating her?
It's 2 kids.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. But no, he just said dinner for 2. But I'm saying, however many kids she has, if that number of children is a problem for you, why date her? Why bring food over? Like, if it's just a dating situation and you just like her and you're not really looking for long term, then don't go to the house. Take her out. Yeah, but I just think it's a nice gesture. I don't think he's obligated, but I think if he wants cool points, he should probably bring enough for everybody.
If your ass walk in my house with only dinner enough to feed me and you a rude asshole. Because
Absolutely.
Even if it wasn't my kid, and if it was somebody else there, you were supposed to bring enough food for everyone to eat, period. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, it's just me and you. I'm interested in you.
Which is exactly why I said he just take her out then. Just take her out the house. Why bring, what'd you say?
And then if he's at the point where he's even able to come over and my kids are there and seeing him, then I have really picked the wrong person. Because you're not even going to have a chance to meet my children until we legit. Like, we have a solid
True.
relationship.
But think
That's
about
where
how
I'm at.
that's going to make your kids feel too.
Right.
If he brings over, they're going to be like, I would expect them to say, "Why do you even like that guy?"
Right. Is that appropriate behavior? Like, I'm showing them how to be a goofball male. So that's really my opinion.
Okay, so your answer is yes, he is obligated.
If he, yeah.
I mean, if
me,
it is, that's fine.
yeah. Yes. Unless
just a side note, it could all, if you've already fed the kids and he says, "Hey, I want to bring something." So I would say, if he brought dinner for two, it's because you two agreed upon it. Then that's okay. Yeah. If I say, "Oh, just bring it for," because even like my husband now, we got 4 kids. Hey, they can feed themselves, honey. Go get something for me and you.
Yeah. Okay, but you have a long, well-established relationship.
I know.
He's the father of all 4 of your kids. Like that. That's
so
not even.
It's not an issue with us, but they'll look like, what happened? They didn't bring us nothing to eat. No. So in that scenario, if he's coming over, if it's agreed upon, it's just the two of you, and he shows up with meal for 2. Okay, but like y'all, that bonus is to say, and I thought about the kids for something to happen, because you always want the kids to get good points. We like that dessert he brought. We like that little extra stuff he brought.
Right.
Remember Mr. Tony came over here? No. I'm like, no, that was Mr. Reggie now.
They like, get him right.
Don't call him the wrong name. He's so crazy. We have a couple more minutes, so that's enough time for Dawn to choose something.
Okay, so what's the scenario that we do?
All right, and we did one scenario already, right? So, okay. My ex straight up lied to me again about the whereabouts of our daughter while he took our son for a haircut. She's supposed to be with him, my ex. I am just so pissed that again he lied to me. Why? What is the point of lying to me about where my child is?
My ex lied.
Trying to. Okay.
Oh,
so she's mad because he obviously. You know what? I'm reading a lot into this, but like, would she be mad if he didn't leave her with another woman? Like, that's just like, I don't know. Obviously he didn't leave the child with his mom or something like that. Like, why would she be mad? Or maybe she is mad that he left her with the mom. I don't know. I have seen. Yeah, go ahead.
How old is she? Where did she leave? He lied to me again about the whereabouts.
So she said ex. Yeah, she said ex. So that means they're not together again.
My ex.
Baby daddy.
Okay, baby daddy. I'm like, what? All right. Wow. So then they weren't married.
What is the point of lying? Like, who is he with? Is his current girlfriend watching her?
This reminds me, do you guys remember when we had that scenario a few episodes back where it was, or a question where it was saying something about, would you be mad if the father dropped off your kids with his new girlfriend and didn't say anything about the woman, and the kids are telling you all about the kids? So I'm guessing that she probably found out that her daughter wasn't with her ex from the daughter or the son, and is wondering why he didn't say anything, which, I don't understand why he would be lying. But at the same time, who is he leaving the child with, and why is he leaving the child somewhere?
Why are you lying? Just take, because men are just stupid sometimes. Like, regardless, I'm not bitter or anything. Men do stupid shit. Like, did you think at all? Like, 1 second of a thought, we could have cleared all this up.
Right.
So he probably lied and didn't even have to. Like, that's what those 3 question marks make me feel like it was didn't have to lie.
Like it probably wasn't anything she would have been upset about in the first place.
Exactly.
Like he probably left the daughter with the mom, but just was like, oh yeah, she was with me. She was with me the whole time.
And she was like, goofball. Like, look, I'm sitting here like, I feel you. Because she did question mark, exclamation point, question mark, question mark.
She is mad about it.
Like, why? I'm confused.
Exactly. Oh, okay. It's time. All right. Hold on, ladies. I'm going to close. And then I'll see you in the after show.
All right.
All right. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in to Candid Conversations. We had a pretty chill night tonight, but we did have Dr. Kimberly Smith here talking about her book, You Were Made to Shine. I put the information in the comments so you can find her book. It's available on Amazon and barnesandnoble.com. Don't forget to subscribe to Aisha Isreal on YouTube and click the notification bell so you can know every time the show comes on. I am never going to leave you without reminding you to know and embrace true love because you are worth it. I hope you have a wonderful evening and a blessed week. Good night.